Yeah.
Okay. So this is the source. This is the load because that's feeding the sign. So I'm putting an outlet in here because we don't have any outside outlets in here. So this is, for purposes of making sure if I ever work back here or anybody else, they can take advantage of it. Anybody else that wants to use it. And anytime we're in a wet location, you got to use a GFCI outlet. Kitchen, bathroom, anywhere near water, since we're outside. So this says line, this says load right here. Line is where the power is coming from. So the power is coming here. So we're going to connect it. Now I bonded ground right here in the box. There's another ground. I'm going to use this ground wire. I'm going to pigtail it, and then I'm going to show you. Black is black. If it's gold, it's the hot. Gold is hot. The black wire, red wire, and then the silver is white wire. So on outlets, you got to, put it around the screw, and I'll show you that another time. But that's how you do it. Since it's a GFCI, you can just put the wire in and screw it in. And this is how you make sure you got the polarities correct. So this is my line. And then I can do my ground. Or I can pigtail it. So I'm going to show you how a pigtail would look like. Now when I bring out the cord, I put it out like that with my thumb and my fist up against here, and that's your general rule of thumb of how long you want your cords to be. So I'm gonna pigtail this guy, and this is what a pigtail means. I'm gonna put ground here, and then grab a wire nut real quick before I pigtail it, because I want my slack. This is the load side. So now I'm putting the wires that are heading towards the LED lights for the sign. Load, it just means what you're working. It could be a fan, a light, going to a switch, whatever. It's the end of the line, what you're working. Now I can move the slack in. And then doing a pigtail. Now I accordion fold. So just fold it in like this. And as I'm getting everything here, I can now accordion fold this guy a little bit. Now these are solid. Now that I have the pigtail, ground is connected, it's bonded to the box. Got to push all the wires. Now, one thing I do, I'm using this nice cover. Grab the appropriate adapter. Now, these screws right here, you're going to take them all the way out. And it's going to be the bottom hole, the holes into towards the middle. This is how I'm making room for all the wires. This one has that thick insulation. That's going to an outlet just for making my life easy. Now I know what you're thinking. That cover, it's not really good. It's not practical. What are you going to do about it? I'm going to show you what I'm going to do about it. First of all, this guy goes out like that. And I'm going to relocate him here. So the cord goes out that way. Take out these pins. And if you look in the package, you have other set of pins. They look about the same. So, let's see. Will that work? Nope. Maybe the thickness. That works. That works. So you have the release right here. Down here, you can lock it. It's right here. So you just lift it up like that. So it's accessible. So that you know how you can change how it opens and closes. That's GFCI. Now I'm going to connect it to power. So you can see how the GFCI is going to be when you connect it to connected it to power. I wanted to leave it loose so no one trips. GFCI outlet. You got the green light, that means it's good. This is a GFCI plug tester, and it has a built-in voltmeter. I'm turning it on. I'm hooking it up. Hard to see because the screen is here, but you can see the green light, meaning that it is connected correctly. And then I just put my camera in there. It says 122, correct. There's a test button right here. And what it does is it actually breaks the breaker in the GFCI. See how it's blinking? That means it's lost power. There's no red light or green light on the GFCI or any light. So I'm going to reset it. So this actually tested the GFCI breaker to make sure it's okay, which it is, because it did do its job with the tester. So I know I connected the GFCI correctly. It is wired correctly because it's got ground, bonded, everything. And then water cannot get intrude. You have the wiring going into the box here. Now, this wiring, I don't have to do anything. I just leave it here. I leave extra. I'm going to put a cover plate over it. And so this is to over here. This is going to the photo sensor. So this is the hot wire. I have my grounds and neutrals connected. And this is the right here. So if I test this is going to be like 12 volts, 24 volts.
Transformer.
And that's a transformer, so it's taking 120, bringing it down to 12 volts DC. So if I were to cover this guy up right now, the photo sensor, it goes in black, the hot, and then it comes out on the green wire or the red wire, however you want to see it. So I'm testing the photo sensor. I'm gonna cover it up and see if some of these lights will come up. Well, it's not connected to here.
Yeah.
Let's make a connection. We can do the connection right here. So let's test that out. It doesn't matter which side I connect. So if it will work this way or is it the other way? Because it is polarity sensitive. And then I gotta cover up the photo sensor. Give it a minute. Grab that wire.
Nut?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Send me the video so I can edit the video too, please. We got a bad line in this series. Bad connection.
Okay.
So